Every morning at dawn, the supply chain begins with the arrival of fresh, locally sourced poultry.
Strict protocols govern the docking process to ensure the cold chain remains unbroken. Security seals are verified before the cargo doors are even opened. Quality control starts immediately. The internal temperature must be exactly between 0 and 4 degrees.
Once cleared, pallets are rapidly transferred to the intake area to minimize exposure.
Each batch is weighed and logged into the central tracking system for total traceability. The raw material now enters the high care zone, where hygiene standards rival that of a hospital. Automated tippers empty the crates onto the initial inspection line. Meanwhile, the empty crates are immediately sent to a high-temperature sterilization tunnel. Human eyes are the first line of defense, removing any pieces that don't meet aesthetic standards.
The poultry passes through a multi-stage washing system to reduce surface bacteria.
This is the heart of the washing tunnel, a relentless cascade designed to purify and prepare the materials for the next stage.
High-velocity air knives strip away excess moisture to prepare the surface for cutting. X-ray technology scans every single piece to detect and reject any remaining bone fragments.
Any imperfection triggers an automatic rejection system. Only the perfect pieces proceed. We now enter the cutting hall, the busiest section of the factory. For standard cuts, automated blades operate with millimeter precision.
However, complex deboning still requires the dexterity of a skilled human hand.
The skin must be intact to hold the breading properly later in the process. An optical grater sorts the pieces by weight, ensuring uniform cooking times.
Nothing goes to waste. Trimmings are collected separately for other food products.
Blades are swapped and sharpened constantly to ensure clean cuts without tearing the meat. The sorted cuts are collected into large stainless steel tumblers, ready for seasoning. We now enter the formulation room, where the flavor profile is created. Water and binding agents are added to create a liquid brine that carries the flavor. For larger pieces, the marinade is injected directly into the muscle to ensure flavor in every bite. The meat and marinade are loaded into giant vacuum tumblers. Air is removed to open up the meat's cellular structure. The slow rotation massages the marinade deep into the fibers, a process that takes about 20 minutes.
The result is tenderized poultry, fully saturated with seasoning.
The batches are briefly held in cold storage to let the flavors set before coating.
Now comes the most critical visual step, the breading. The seasoned flour is constantly sifted to remove lumps and ensure a smooth coating. Pieces first pass through a milk and egg wash to help the flour adhere.
Unlike many factories, the final coat is often applied by hand to create that authentic texture. Workers use a specific folding technique: roll, lift, and toss.
Excess flour is shaken off. Too much coating would result in an oily product. The surface should look dry and craggy, promising a crispy result. The breaded pieces must enter the fryer immediately to prevent the coating from getting soggy.
The oil is kept at a precise 170 degrees Celsius.
They enter the continuous fryer, a massive tunnel of hot oil.
For bone-in cuts, pressure frying is used to cook the meat through without burning the crust.
In just under 15 minutes, the raw ingredients are transformed. As the cycle finishes, pressure is released. Golden brown and perfectly crisp, the chicken emerges. A vibrating belt shakes off excess oil.
Random samples are probed. The internal temperature must exceed 74 degrees for food safety.
Cameras analyze the color, too dark or too pale, and the piece is rejected.
But they are too hot to package yet. They must enter the spiral cooler.
Welcome to the spiral, a relentless, rhythmic climb through the heart of the cooling system. Every piece is meticulously chilled before the next stage of the journey.
The temperature drops rapidly to minus 18 degrees, locking in the freshness. Individually quick frozen, or IQF, means pieces won't stick together in the bag. A micro layer of ice glaze is sometimes applied to prevent freezer burn.
The multi-head weigher calculates the perfect combination of pieces to reach the target bag weight.
It happens in a split second. Form, fill, and seal. The sealed bags pass through a final metal detector. Underweight bags are automatically kicked off the line. Workers pack the retail bags into shipping cases. Each case gets a unique barcode containing the entire production history. Pallets are stacked in an interlocking pattern for stability. Stretch wrap secures the load for transport. The finished goods are moved to the deep freeze warehouse. This cathedral of cold holds tons of product, ready for distribution. Orders from around the region are assembled.
The cycle is complete as the pallets are loaded onto refrigerated transport.
Sealed once again to protect the quality within. From farm to factory, and now to the consumer.
Within 24 hours, this product will reach restaurants.
Ready to be finished and served hot.
Crispy, juicy, and consistent, the result of a perfect industrial process.